Pacquiao can really fight. He's more active. He'll throw a million punches. He don't fight. Forbes don't throw that many punches, and he has no power. He has no power. Manny really hurts you when he may not have at this level the power to knock the guy out with one punch, but it's the accumulation. He's going to get Oscar dizzy. I really believe that Manny's going to win by knockout, not by decision, by knockout. I believe he knocks him out 10th, 11th round.
How do you feel that it changed? What were your thoughts when he picked Nacho Beristain to train him?
I thought that, as a Manny guy in this fight, I thought that was wonderful because I know Oscar, you see. I had been so many years. The one thing you can't do is teach Oscar anything except if you do it slowly. Because Oscar is, he's a great athlete, but he's not a good learner. You talk to any of these trainers, whether it was Clancy or Manuel Stewart or even Floyd Mayweather, and he said it took the guy forever to absorb lessons. Now, Beristain is a great trainer, and Beristain ain't going to put up with a lot of the mistakes that Oscar makes, but he's going to make it worse by trying to change Oscar. That's how I see it. We were like delighted. Not that if you had a young fighter starting out and you picked Beristain, you wouldn't be happy. But it's too late, man. It's too late.
Do you think making those 3 extra pounds, which Oscar hasn't done in like 8 years, is going to affect him as well?
I think Oscar was really smart. And you look at him today, and he's probably maybe 3 pounds off, maybe 151, maybe 4 pounds off. Well, that means that if he had to make weight Friday, he could make it. So as long as he now continues to watch his diet, he's going to naturally make that weight. And it may very well be that he'll find a month out in having to eat more food to keep the weight at 147. I just don't think the weight will be a factor. I don't think so.
You think he chose Manny because it was his easiest choice out of all the opponents?
It's the most lucrative fight. I don't think there's another fight that's more lucrative. And he has in his own mind a real good chance to beat Manny in a big fight. If he went in with Margarito, he has no chance. None. People would just pay money to see Oscar get beat up at this stage. So I think who else was there? There was no Floyd. There was no Hatton. So there was Manny. There was no other big fight.
Is that kind of I don't want to say an indictment, but it doesn't sort of describe the current state of boxing that he had to, I don't want to say reach all the way down to Manny, but Manny's the only way out there.
Right. If you're saying that there is a paucity of top fighters, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. And of course, there is a desire to put the top fighters in with each other, which shrinks the pool even further. We're not getting, at least in this country, good young fighters coming up. And secondly, the real problem is, how do you develop them without television? Hispanic guys have it a little easier because of the Spanish network. But how do you take a kid that could excel on the Spanish network and develop them? I mean, what kind of shows are you going to put him on? I mean, ESPN, that's a losing proposition. And it's really tough. Years ago when there was so many televised, we had USA fight, ESPN fights, we put guys in with each other, a great competitive match. Now you get a spot on television, you don't do a competitive match, you got to protect your guys. It's a real bad situation until we get more television.